Hello, rockers and Mercuryans. It's Rock Mercury here, and welcome to the Rock Mercury podcast. So, today I'm going to be having some dinner, but before then, I had a special surprise. I had a delivery that came in. I want to make sure I cover everything that's important. I had a little delivery come in. I have a new Apple card. As you guys may know, Apple rolled out their new credit cards. If you know business, you can use credit cards for a lot of things. It's not financial advice or anything, but I just want to show you my experience with my first Apple credit card. It's supposed to be a titanium credit card. So I am super excited to open it up and get into this and see what it's like. I'm gonna be having some chili dinner afterwards. I'll show you guys, but let's tap into this first, just so we can see what this is giving. What is this giving? Like, I didn't even know you can have a physical card. I thought the Apple card was completely digital. So it's pretty cool that it does that. And I think, from what I know, like the cash back feature on these cards goes right directly to you with Apple Cash. So it's kind of pretty dope, you know. Holly Joe's in the house. She said, "Rock the Casbah, rock the Casbah." What's up, Holly Joe? So we got a little card. It was very conspicuous. This is what it comes in, inside the USPS package. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just pull this tab here. I'm super excited to see this. Let me go ahead and mirror the video already because I know that I want you guys to be able to read it when I open it. Hopefully there's no card number on here. I don't even know if it has a card number. It probably does, but let's see. Okay, so we're gonna open it up. If there is, I may not show you all of it, but let's see. Oh, cool. So it came in that I was able to open that. I'm loving the packaging already. I know it's simple cardboard, but it's kind of cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and, ooh, yes, here it goes. There's an apple on there. An apple for the Apple card. In the back it says, the Apple address and everything on the bottom. The One Apple Parkway. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna open it, but I don't want you guys to see my name on here. So, I love this. I'm gonna cover my name with my finger, but I'll show you the card. So here's how it looks when you first open it. Woo! That is so cool. I love this packaging. And so it's supposed to be a titanium card here. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. You can use this for any kind of purchases. I'm going to use it for business cards. It said, please activate your card before use, it says in here. Let me just take this away so you guys can see. I got to check the back of it first before I show you guys. But it says, please activate before use. I love this. The packaging is really cute. I've had other credit cards before, but this one is really, very Apple brand. So they did a good job branding the card, make it seem as if you're getting a new technology gadget or something. So, all right, let me see. I don't want to show y'all anything too much. Hold on, what can I show you guys? Okay, the back of it has nothing on there. I can show you everything on the back. So it says Goldman Sachs. Yes, Goldman Sachs. I used to kind of see or talk to somebody who worked very high up at Goldman Sachs. So it's funny to have this card now, Goldman Sachs and MasterCard. So that's very cool. And again, I'm gonna show you the front of it again with my name covered because y'all need to know my name on here. Yeah, it's really cool. Like I'm really loving this. So I'm really loving the vibe of this. I'm gonna put it in here with my rest of my wallets and stuff. Let's see, where can I put this? I'm just gonna put it. There's a chip too. Y'all see the chip? You see a little chip there, so I want to protect the chip. It's really a titanium. It really is like y'all hear that? It's actually titanium. Oh my gosh, y'all. Cincinnati says, is Rick Ross the biggest boss that you've seen thus far? Absolutely not. Rock Mercury is the biggest boss I've seen thus far, Cincinnati. Big Boss has to cut his own trees. Can you imagine being a big boss and cutting your own trees? Because you don't want to pay a few $1,000s to get it taken out? That's not boss moves. That's not boss moves at all. But I do like Rick Ross in that song with Monster. Pull up in the monster automobile gangster with the bad beat. I forgot his verse, but his verse is decent. It's not a bad verse. Of course, Nicki took over the song, but anyway, love her. Let me go ahead and put my little Apple Lance card up in here. I want to show the top part. Let me just slide it right in. It's so heavy, y'all. It's like, this really is a heavy card. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So now it's in there. I got it all up in there with the rest of my cards. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Um, Ken says, drop everything. Craig's in trouble. Come quick. Who the heck is Craig? What are you talking about? What is people? People be saying crazy stuff on TikTok. But yeah, so now let's get into my food. I have some chili here, some vegan chili. My sister made. It's very delicious. Um, Den says, buy a real wallet. Be a real man, or be a real person, whoever you are. I don't know if you're a man or woman, but be a real person. This is a real wallet. What are you talking about? This is for my phone as well. So I don't know what you're even, like, why am I even acknowledging you? You don't even exist. But anyway, this is a real wallet, and it's brand new. I just bought it. But I will say that I do want to buy like a designer version of this or make my own version. But I do like this a lot. It really works well. Holds like your little cashier. Holds all your cards. Your phone goes into this side here. Like, it's perfect. It's really good. Really, really good. I got it from Target, to be honest. $20. Like, the cheapest thing. I mean, I would get it for. I would like a designer one, but the day I got my phone, I just wanted something to cover it. That was gonna cover the screen too, but I have a back cover as well. But I just wanted like, and this is cute, but I want to get like a designer version, like maybe Louis Vuitton or Gucci or something, or Balenciaga, something like that. New Bottega, Prada, New Bottega, Prada, Prada. Anyway, I have that chili. Then I have some wild rice my sister made as well with some cornbread that has the actual corn inside of it, like the corn kernels. So delicious, this bread. Like, she really hooked it up. But this wild rice also has amaranth in it. You guys can see it. It's like, so I'm going to mix that with my chili. Such a vibe. And then there's some hot sauce, some Melinda's garlic hot sauce. I'm going to put some of that on there too. Just a little spice her up real good. And I'm going to throw it all down with a little bit of Waterloo sparkling water. That's right, Waterloo sparkling water. She's that girl. I'm sure it's not the healthiest thing, but you know, I just be like doing what I want to do. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, so Ken says next Friday movie. Okay, that's old. Sky Ski says, hi, love. Hello, Sky. Ashley says, hey, lovely. Oh my gosh, how's Messiah doing? How's baby Messiah? Ashley has her baby Messiah. I'm so happy for her. Hope you're doing amazing. Drew Zone says, what's up? My first time watching. What's going on? I am just opened up an Apple Card, my brand new Apple Card. And as you can see, and I'm going to eat some chili and chat with you guys for a moment before I go to the gym. Yeah, that's what's going on today. So good. That Waterloo is nice. All right, I'm excited to jump into this food because I just am like kind of hungry right now. I went on a little walk. I want to talk about the walk I went on because I want to digest this walk some. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a backstory of the walk, of how I even got on the walk, what I was feeling. First of all, recently I've parted ways with the client that I'm very thankful that I parted ways with. Honestly, it was becoming a stressful situation, and I felt like my work wasn't being respected with this particular client. Even though it was a bigger client, it just wasn't. It was a mid-sized client. Like, I've dealt with definitely bigger clients, but it's just like I just feel like it. I feel like I wasn't my work wasn't being respected, and just because some people know their expertise is like, oh, you're helping somebody with their expertise in, you know, a certain type of equipment or service. So they think that their service is all that matters and that the digital world isn't that important or branding isn't that important, when really marketing is everything, you know? And so I learned another lesson. Really, I knew I wouldn't have taken this client in the past, but because, you know, of a family situation, I wanted to support and like do a favor basically. And I'm really realizing that favors are not the thing to do. Like, I'm not trying to do any more favors, because you always like you usually do a favor against your own intuition, and that's what happened in this situation. I knew, I was like, this is not something I want to do with this particular client, but I still went forward just because I felt like, oh, family bond, and you know, want to do a favor for family. Bright idea. Oh my god, this chili is not hot. It's kind of warm. I think I let it sit too long. It was hot when I got it out. Yeah, it's warm enough. It'd be fine for this talk. Let me see. Hold on, you guys. Let me make sure that my other live is going well. All right. Let me answer some questions before I continue. But basically after leaving that partnership or that deal, it was gonna be a partnership for long run, but I was already felt the tension and the it just wasn't gonna be something I was excited about. And I believe that if it's your job, like I own this company, so I get to decide and make the rules. I believe if it's your company and you have to protect your energy and your peace with everything you have. Right? I have a wonderful peace that I enjoy, and I'm thankful for my peace. And I really just want to not have anything impede my peace at all. So, dealing with this stressful client has woken that up in me again and showed me that, you know what? Just like Nicki Minaj said recently after this drama went down on Twitter, she said that, you know, you gotta stop helping people. You help people and then you become their enemy because they don't want to be helped. The second somebody's helped, they feel like, oh, that they owe you or something. They gain resentment towards you, depending on the person. But a lot of times, they gain resentment and they feel like they want to deny the fact that they were helped, as if helping is bad. She said the only people she wants to help are her kids, or the youth in general, because the youth understands, or maybe even if they don't understand, that they're in a space where they need that support, even if they don't fully appreciate it. Like, it's different when you're helping kids. I understood what Nicki Minaj was saying. She made a whole post about it. You can go to my Twitter and read it. But I really respected what she said. I should read it. Where's my other phone? Let me get my other phone real quick. It's all the way over there. I don't really want to get up. Well, I can go on my Twitter on my computer. I'm going to go right to my computer Twitter because I really want to show y'all or read this to you because it really resonated with me what she said about this situation with this blogger who she had helped, betraying her and, supporting the people who had attacked him originally. He had talked mess about her, saying that she was above headlining the Rolling Loud festival or concert, whatever. Just being really rude to her for no reason. And she's been nothing but supportive. And Nicki Minaj is a very supportive, loving person, and it's like weird that people try to pit her as this evil, bitter woman. Like, she's really a loving, great person, and I think it's really racism. I really do believe it's just racism. I've been a Nicki Minaj fan since the beginning. Love her dearly. Very thankful for her existence. I don't know what I would do if she didn't exist, because it's like crazy to think what music would be without her. I hope I can find this. I really hope I can find this tweet. I know I retweeted it. I'm going to go through my retweets right now. But yeah, it's just, this person just decided to come for her, and she had time. She apparently, here we go, I found it. So she says, let me read what she says, and I'm going to answer these questions. All right? I'm going to answer these questions you guys are giving me. I'm loving this cornbread and this chili and everything. It's amazing. So good right now. But I'm going to read her quote. This is what she posted under this person who betrayed her's page. She said, "Dear all, let this be your sign today. Stop helping people. They never appreciate it, ever. The people you do the most for are the ones who secretly hate and envy you. Save your money for your children only. Stop. I repeat, stop helping people. Help children only. Those people you help today will only turn around tomorrow and say you never helped them. Minimize the help you gave them or gaslight and say, why you bringing it up? Laughing my effing A off. I don't know who need to hear that, but stop helping people. Take it from me." She puts a lot of different me's and exclamation marks and all kind of stuff. Then she says, you helped me just how? This is in quotation. You helped me just how? I helped you. Imagine typing this. Imagine reading it back. Imagine posting it. Imagine being fired, then given a platform on Apple, their #1 show that's still being imitated till this day, with the global icon Onika Tanya, that's right, Mirage, on several shows to shine your light, to create your own page and following since no one even knew what you looked like, sounded like, etc. Imagine your blog page being deleted once you started doing good for yourself and the icon with Onika helping to get it back for you. Imagine now capping for the people who got you fired to begin with. Wow. Big cap. Dear Dud. She calls him a dud. Dear Dud. Anyone that's ever made the mistake of biting the hand that fed them, as it relates to me, Onika Tanya Mirage, lives to regret it. Now, from this day forward, you'll see that play out. It's one of the sure things in life. Blessings to all. She just pieces it out from there. And I'm like, girl, I really do understand. Like, some people would be, they just like try you, you know, you really try to help people, build them up, and then they just disrespect you every chance. And I love when they say like, no disrespect, but here's some disrespect, you know? And I feel like that's what I was getting in any of these business meetings with this particular client that I did a favor for. Now my other clients pay double, triple the amount that this client was paying. And so it's like bizarre. The people who you give the deals to, the people you try to help the most, just do you dirty. I'm like, I don't want to discount my service anymore, ever. And I wasn't going to do this. But I did, and I was committed. I was going to finish the project and everything, and I did part of the project, you know? So not like I didn't do the work, or my company didn't do the work. It's just like very, you get enough disrespect, you're just like, you know what? I'm going to refund you. And let's cut dry. Let's cut this dry. I'm done, you know? Let me answer some questions now. Then I'm going to talk about my walk to the lake. Some stuff happened there. It's interesting. Isaiah says, I F with the wallet. It's a good wallet, I know. Halata says, were you in the end of the Dahmer show as an extra? What's an extra? Don't you ever dare call me an extra. I've never been an extra in my life. I'm the main event. Don't you ever disrespect me like that. But yes, I was in that show. Dens says, vegan, LOL, I eat animals daily. Well, I guess you'll die daily too. David Osborne says, why that's for chicks. You're saying that this wallet is for chicks? This wallet's for chicks somehow? So you're still like that old school, so left in the past, dusty, that you would ever say that an item was for male or female? Go get help. Go get mental health. Find a therapist. Find some brain cells or something. You're telling me that, oh, that's for chicks. Why do you like that? Or why do you like ignorance so much? Is that for males or is that for chicks? Or what is that? What is ignorance for? Is that have a sex too that's supposed to be for? Get your life together, David. All right, next. Let's see. Isaiah says, Halata, yo, I just finished the Dahmer show. I liked it. I will never watch the show. I'm not going to watch that. I don't want to see a killer show. Even though I was in it, I don't really support celebritizing that kind of behavior. Because a depraved mind will look at a show like that and be like, oh, wow. You know, if I go and be really crafty at serial killing a whole bunch of people, then maybe I can be famous too. Go down in history. You know, it's a lot. People are watching his last interviews, they're just studying him. As if what he did was a great thing. He ended the life of so many people. So many gay men. And it's just very disturbing, the treatment he's getting right now. But I love Ryan Murphy, and I'm thankful he picked me for the movie or the show. But it's not for me. Like, I'm not trying to watch that at all. Drew says, were you from Baltimore, Maryland up in here? What in the world? I don't even know what that is. Some comments were filtered to protect the community experience. I'm glad they were. Hope those people are gone. Ken says, you seem real laid back. I'm not laid back. I'm very intense. I swear I saw him in the scene where they were tearing down the building. Yeah, you did see me in the scene. Miss Virgo says, hi, good evening. Hello. Drew says, what do you do? I do everything. And I am everything. Let's see. Create Intuition says, what are you eating now? I'm eating chili, delicious cornbread my sister made, and my sister made a chili too, and some wild rice and amaranth. T Brown says, hey Rock, how are you? Hello T Brown, good to see you. So happy to see you. Now gluten free says, that looks like diarrhea. That's exactly what the doctor said when he pulled you out of your mother's behind. Maddie says, that food looks so good. I'm starving and broke. Yes, Maddie, this food is delicious. I'm sorry you're broke and starving. If you were here, I would probably not give you any of it because this is too good. I don't want to share. I don't like sharing my food. So I'll be like, girl, here's the recipe. But I'm not trying to share my food. Sorry you're starving and broke, though. Did I see you as an extra on Netflix? Don't you ever in your life call me an extra, cat. Oh, but yes, that was on Netflix. A cat says, hi, Rock. Hello, cat. That was cat cow. I was saying cat with a C and then cat with a K. I said hi, Rock. Hello, cat with a K. She's being respectful. The other one is not being respectful with a C. DFC says, hi, Rock. Hello, DFC. T Brown says, that wallet is for either or. Exactly. Yeah, it did have a rope on there before. It had like a little string, but I took it off. I tried to untie it, but it was like sewed together, and then it just fell off on its own. So it's like the thread came apart. So now it's like perfect. I can put this in my actual pocket. So I want to find like a designer version of this at some point. Create Intuition says, hello, Create Intuition. Kat says, I do like that they focus on remembering the victims. I mean, then why didn't they name it the victims' names? I don't know. It's just really sad. I heard that the families of the victims were very triggered by this series. They're very triggered. So, I don't know. It's a tough situation. I have no interest in watching it. Like, I don't want to see people getting killed and the story. I mean, Niecy Nash is amazing. I love her so much. I love what she did. She's an amazing actress, so definitely support her on that. But it's too triggering. I don't want to see people dying. I don't want to know about this serial killer. He's gone. He's passed away. I just don't want to. I want to leave it in the past. That's for me though. I don't even like watching scary movies. Scary movies though. So, Great Intuition says hi. Hello. Kat says, very sad. I understand what you're saying. I can imagine they were. They're very triggered. The Shepherd Man says, I want to ask you a question, but you might take it the wrong way. Then don't ask it. If you gotta say, I want to ask a question, you might take it the wrong way, then just shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. No one wants to hear your question. If you're gonna take it the wrong way, then just don't ask it. It's not worth it. People say that it's like so ignorant. Like they know that they're being offensive, but then it's like, oh, you might take it the wrong way. It's like nobody needs your question. Like your question's not necessary. If you feel like it's gonna take it the wrong way, then just stay quiet. You know what I mean? Anyway, so after the situation happened earlier, I felt really released when I got rid of this client. I'm like, I'm so thankful. Like we parted ways cordially, even though it's like a family friend apparently or whatever. It felt good to be like, you do you. I felt rushed. I felt disrespected. I was happy to get rid of this client. So I was like, let me go on a nice walk to kind of meditate, think about my next moves for my company, for my life, my love life, my business aspiration lives, like all the parts of my life, right? So hold on, let me do this. I went on a walk to the beach, to the lake, which is right by my house, right around the corner. And I sit down. I do a little cute video. You can see the video. It's live right now on TikTok. I put it up like right away when I was there. Just because I like to keep my videos very current. Like I'm not trying to keep any backlog videos. The shepherd man says, "How is your life?" My life's amazing. My life is amazing. That's how my life is. Um. Anyway, so I get to the lake. I'm by myself. It's really beautiful. Taking it all in. There was some smoke far in the distance. I think somebody's house was on fire. Like something was going on across the river, across the lake. I'm nervous for whoever that was. It was more than like somebody burning their trash. It was like I think somebody's house was on fire, but I couldn't see. It was too far away. So I just really was just there to meditate, and then all of a sudden I hear this loud man from Baltimore. I'll tell you how I knew who he's from because he was so loud, and I heard his whole conversation. I love eavesdropping. I love just hearing these raw conversations that people are having. Like I don't like being involved in them. I don't want them to talk to me. I just want to like be in there. I don't like go seek it out. But even since I was a kid, I've always loved to like hear my surroundings and absorb them. Um, it's just something very enjoyable to me. That's why I love going to the mall. I can go to the mall and be there for like an hour and not buy anything. Sometimes I might buy something if I like something, but I cannot buy anything and just kind of walk around and absorb my environment. It's very enjoyable to me. People watching, whatever you call it. But I was sitting there first in this case, and this man comes over after his run. He apparently is one of my neighbors in the community. Um, um, he proceeds to have a conversation with an ex-lover of his, who I think he wanted back. This man's like probably in his like 50s, like mid 50s, late 50s, something like that. Black brother, black man from Baltimore, curses a lot. And I love cursing too. I know some of you guys don't know I like cursing, but I curse a lot in regular life. Not so much nowadays because I edit myself so much for TikTok that sometimes I just don't curse in regular life because I'm like trying to make sure that I don't slip up on here. But in my music, I curse every other word. Like I curse a lot, so I wasn't offended by him cursing, but he cursed a lot. This guy, he had the MF for this and N word this and N word that and all that kind of stuff, and I was like loving it. Um, but the conversation was like so in line with what I was meditating about that I decided to continue sitting there and looking at the lake and started writing on my phone and doing some workout to do, responding to emails, drafting out a departure letter for my client that I separated from, thankfully. Any reason to keep hearing this conversation? Basically, he was talking about how he's here at this beautiful lake that I'm at too, this gorgeous, beautiful lake. And like he's like, yeah, I'm out here at this beautiful lake. I'm gonna FaceTime you. I don't have no signal over here. He probably has Verizon. He has no signal in this area. I had perfect signal. I could have went live with you guys right there at the lake, thanks to AT&T. But he didn't have any signal, so he couldn't FaceTime with her. But he was like, yeah, I'm at this lake. This could have been me and you, out here. You could have came out here and lived with me out here. Like you really like. I feel like they hadn't talked for a while. Based on the parts of the conversation I heard, him and his ex-lover, this woman, who he had a kid with, apparently, because that's what I heard in the conversation. They had a kid together, but it's just another kid by somebody else too. It was just like it was just a lot of drama that was going on. He was basically saying they could have been together. They could have been out here. Like he was making it pop out here, and in Houston, he said Texas is the best. Is way better than Baltimore. Like you guys are out there in Baltimore, and he said the house that they would get out there if they had a nice lake like this, it would cost them over $900,000. I heard everything. I listened to everything he said. He's like, it'd be $900,000 over there. Now I don't know what he knows about real estate, but like over here, their houses are $1 million. Like some of these houses are that. So I mean, some of them are like 500, 600, something. Like it ranges, but he was saying even to live in the neighborhood, it would be 900. So I kind of understand what he was saying. But for it to be right on the lake, it's about $1 million to be on the lake on this area, and I'm right like around the corner. So it's just like funny to hear him say that, and he's like, yeah, you could have been here, we could have been here together. Like you need to get out of Baltimore. I'm tired of seeing the violence and stuff, and And he was like, you and I could have made something out here. We could have made this pop and everything. Then he goes into talking about how he how he got his new start of life out here. How he used to be a what do you call it? What do you call it when you're like when you've been to prison? He was like, oh my gosh, like not a fugitive, but like there's a word for it. Oh, I'm really forgetting what the word is. Dang it, I really forgot what the word. It's a felon. A felon. He said he's a felon, but now he has somebody says a warden. No, not a warden, a felon. Oh gosh, he was a felon, but now he has a law practice. He turned his life around, and now he has a law practice. I did not feel unsafe. I didn't feel unsafe around this person. He seemed like, I mean, to be in this area, you have to be kind of wealthy, or you have to be not kind. You have to be wealthy to be in this area. And for him to live here, I knew that but he was saying that this area is so nice that he doesn't even have to even lock his door. Like there's 5 cops that live near him. And then she asked, like, are they black cops? She's like, no, these are white cops. Ain't a black cops over here. But yes, there are. I don't know why he said that. This area is very mixed. But anyway, he said he feels safe. He feels very safe in this community. It was just funny to hear. I mean, I was happy to hear that because I live here too. So it's great to know that it's as safe as it seems, especially from an ex-criminal. But he has a whole law practice now, and he makes like over 20 grand a month. He's doing his thing. He's living greatly. But he wanted this woman to be with him, and he was saying that she had him effed up and that he loved her, and he'd been tricking out on her, whatever, throwing her money whenever she was sick and stuff. And he exposed to her that he had like colon cancer, but didn't tell her anything about it because they weren't cool at that point. And he was like, well, why would I share that with you? We weren't cool at that point. Like, we could have been something. We could have had something out here. I want you to come out here. You didn't want to come out with me. You thought I was gonna bring you out to Texas and just leave you. Break up. I was like, whoa! Like the conversation was just raw, and he was so loud. Like, I mean, it was only 2 benches there, so I could just hear everything he was saying. It was just like so, like he didn't care that I was there, and I was fine with that. I was happy he didn't care that I was there. We didn't even like make any communication at all. I just kept hearing this conversation, and I was loving it. So, then he goes on to say that after he fought for his life against colon cancer, which is really real, very dangerous, and I'm glad he survived it. That all of his like priorities have shifted, and he doesn't want to live in that woulda, shoulda, coulda been lifestyle, And he's trying to forgive. Oh, by the way, he was a felon for a non-violent crime. Thankfully, that's also why I didn't feel threatened. It was for like money laundering or something like that, which it's sketchy, but at least he wasn't out here trying to like stab somebody or whatever, which he did say that somebody did make him want to end them, I would say. He did say that. But he didn't do it, so I can't hold that against him. There's plenty of people in my life who I would have loved to have ended too. But I'm not Jeffrey Dahmer, so I'm not going to go do that to people. I'd rather just live a peaceful life. Some people are just like, oh. Anyway. Oh, so good. So tasty. I love this drink. Waterloo. So anyway, he said, he was like talking to her, and it's like saying all this really deep stuff about relationships and about like how she wasn't really effing with him back then, but they could have had something, and that he said something really funny that he was like, yeah, I know you were effing with that other guy, but I didn't know you were like effing with him. Like, I know you were effing on him, but I didn't know you were effing with him. That's what he said. He said the full words though. He said the full F word, but he said like, I knew you were effing on him. I just couldn't believe that you were effing with him. He was like, I effed on a lot of women out here, but I don't F with them. And I was like, whoa, like that's deep. Like people really think that way. Like when it comes to faithfulness and stuff, they're like, well, you can be unfaithful, or screw around or whatever, but like, do you really screw with them? Like, are you really just like down to ride with that person? Are you that unloyal, basically? And I was like, dang, that's deep. Like he's he was spitting some truth and some truth bombs, and he was just having a real life moment. I was so glad to be there. Hold on. Somebody said, "Oh, the shepherd says, wow, you can actually write a book on that man's conversation." No, I really could. If I sat there and just started writing. Unfortunately, I was writing an email at the time, while I was listening to him, so he wasn't just aware that I was just like sitting there listening to him, even though he came to my space. Like I was sitting there first. But anyway, I missed a lot of comments. Hold on, you guys. Let me read these comments out. But it was a super interesting conversation, and the timing. I just happened to be there at that time, and I was meditating on that exact situation of like loyalty and what I want going forward in life, and like just like seeing different examples of relationship that I'm like not wanting to repeat, but then also like what I've been through myself, and what different like families been through, or friends, what I see in the world, and celebrities, and like things I don't want to happen, and like should I just be single forever? I'm fine with that too, but I know the power of manifestation. And he said that too. He said he manifested his life from prison to the life he has now, which makes over $20,000 a month. And he's like has millions of dollars in the bank apparently. So he's living his best life. Good for him. I'd love to see someone who can manifest that for himself, and he did. He said that on the phone, and he wasn't trying to impress her. He was just being so raw with her. Like these two had been through it together. Like they had been like they had a kid together, you know. But they are like deeply rooted, but they hadn't talked for a while. So this is the first time talking in years, from what I've heard on the call. It was just a really beautiful conversation, very intense. Very intense, and I left during a time when he started talking about like supporting his kid that they have together or whatever, and I had somewhere to go, so I left. But it was a very interesting conversation. Beams says the chewing is satisfying. I love chewing food. Ace Baby says, "Good evening, Rock. Happy Tuesday." Happy Tuesday to you too, Ace Baby. It's a beautiful Tuesday. It was such a gorgeous day. The weather was absolute perfection today. Not too hot, not too cold. Like literally just the beauty, absolute beauty. I think it's about like 80 degrees or something, like 75 or 80. It was like really just perfection today. Not a cloud in the sky. Well, there were some clouds, but they weren't like rainy clouds. The Adonis says, "Rock, I saw you in Dahmer." That's right. That was me in Dahmer. I haven't seen it, but that's me. Rita says, "I use AT&T also. They are so dope." Thank you so much, Rita, for saying that, because I've been like really loving AT&T. I've had a really good experience so far. Besides the customer service part, like besides the sales process, everything else has been great. Customer service is fine too. Like they answer you pretty quickly, but it was just that the sales people can be a little sketchy. So that's the one place I would look out for. But everything else has been great. The Adonis says, "I literally screamed. I was like, 'That's Rock.'" Oh my God, Adonis. That's so sweet. Rita says, "Me too." Oh my God, Rita. You guys are so kind. I can't believe you guys even recognize me on there. Peloncito says, "Hey, what's Gucci, Merc?" I would love some Gucci. Send me some Gucci. By the way, this is a shirt I got from Goodwill. It's so cute to me. Like I went back and forth on if I should buy it or not, because I felt like it was a little bit faded. But it looks great in person. Like it actually looks good, and it's not one of my new favorite shirts. I really like it. Yeah, it's long sleeve. I live in the woods, so like I can walk down the street and this can make me blend in. Like my area really looks like this, so it's kind of funny to have this shirt now. This chili's so good. Aunt My Styles. Oh, sorry, Aunt Miles says, "My brother." What's up, Aunt Miles? Sick of white people. That's your name. That's your username is sick of white people. That's so rude and hilarious. He says, "You vegan?" Yes, I'm vegan. I'm plant-based. Pelancito says warden. No, not warden, but yeah, felon. That's right, felon. Thank you, and Miles. That's the one I wanted. Ace Baby says an ex-con. That's one too. And U.S. Marshal says Pelancito. Is that a one for somebody who was in prison? A U.S. Marshal? Is that what that is? I never knew that. Thanks for. I mean, that's new to me. Montel says, "Hey, were you an extra in a movie? I was in a movie, but I'll never be extra. I am the main event, like I said earlier." I hate the word extra because it's like as if I'm just like the extra topping on something. Like, no. I had a part. I was handpicked by Ryan Murphy, and I was in the movie. I work with Ryan Murphy a lot of times. I worked with them on Glee, the Prom movie, on this Dahmer movie, and on something else too. A few other things. I worked a lot with them on Glee though, like multiple like weeks on Glee. But yeah, I love Ryan Murphy. I almost worked with him on American Horror Story, but I wasn't available. I was already booked. And I couldn't work. So I really regret that because I really enjoy American Horror Story. I wasn't available. But shout out to Ryan Murphy. Love you dearly. And I wish I could see this Jeffrey Dahmer series. I know he did a great job on it. I just can't. I can't watch my gay brothers being killed in this movie. Like, even though it's not about that, like, it's about the story around it and it's about justice for the victims. I just can't, like, I can't stomach seeing the story of this killer. I can't do it. It's too triggering. And as somebody who's almost killed myself by somebody who I feel like is just as crazy as Dahmer, which is my ex-husband, who should be in prison, I do not want to. I don't want to watch that. Let's see. Rita says yes. Yes, Monty. Hold on, I messed up. Yes, Montel. That's right. Montel says, I thought I saw him. Yep, that was me. The Shepherd says, wow, you can actually write a book on this man's car. I already read that, sorry. Montel says, he's been in quite a few, but he was in one that aired recently. Yes, the movie Nope by Jordan Peele. I was in that movie, and I was also handpicked by Jordan Peele. Literally handpicked. Like, the last thing I did when I left the set, he gave me the biggest hand dap. If you guys watch the movie, you know what that means. But he gave me that. And he was so appreciative that I showed up and that I was like happy about the film, and I worked with him for over a month. So he was just so thankful for me, and I was thankful for him because I love Jordan Peele. Even before the movie, like, I was so stoked to do the movie Nope. Like, I had chills. Even right now, I have chills. Like, I love Jordan Peele so much. I love him since Mad TV. I love the Get Out movie. I love the Key and Peele show. I watch every episode of the Key and Peele. One of my favorite characters ever is Megan from Key and Peele. Megan, I'm over it. Megan, it's your jacket. I'm over it. How dare you? It's like who even does that? You know, like, I live for Megan. Like, don't ever disrespect Megan. But yeah, so I just really am thankful to have worked on that movie. It's probably the last project I'll ever do on a movie set because I'm kind of over the Hollywood situation, and now I'm in Texas, so I'm gonna stay doing what I'm doing. Chewy says, people will do it to you, man. People will do what to you? Mm-hmm. Rita says, Roller Me Girl. Roller Me Girl? I missed that. I can't. K Squeeze says, are you a hunter? Just because I have this shirt on, you think I'm a hunter? How about fashion? How about I'm making a fashion statement? Only thing I hunt is billionaires. And it's not for the kill. Unless I'm in the will. But no. Even if I was in the will, I'm not trying to kill no billionaire. Like, I don't want to kill anyone or anything. So I'm not a hunter. Chupa says, I saw you in Dahmer. Oh my god, you saw me. Yay, I'm in the movie Dahmer. Or the show Dahmer. Christian Bao says, wild rice. I love wild rice. It's wild rice and amaret. My sister made it for me today, and I'm so thankful, and it's delicious. Montel says, yes, in Dahmer is where I saw him. That's right. Holly Joe says, oh, what you eating? I'm eating chili, wild rice, amaret, and some cornbread with the corn kernels in it. Because my sister is a master chef. And she hooked me up. She got me eating right and good. And I'm getting that nice thickness that I deserve. Because I should not be skinny. Skirt says, sending love from New York. Love catching you live. I love you so much, New York. Thank you, Skirt, for coming through. Like, New York is, I love New York so much. I've been, like, living vicariously through my best friend in New York. She lives the most glamorous New York life. Like, her life is actually a movie. And she's a star. Like, she's on Twitter. She's on TikTok, too. I think her name on TikTok is, I follow her, but I'm trying to think of her username. Because I see her, I talk to her all the time. So I'm like, I think it's Angie.life. So ANGY.life. I think that's what it is. Angie Life. Because it's different on here than it is on Instagram. So I'm forgetting the name of, like, the username. But check her out. She's on one of my videos if you go back on my videos. Let's see. Chupa says, I just feel the positive vibe from you. Oh, that's really sweet. It feels good to be positive. When I first started my social media, Rock Mercury, I was very negative. I was very bitter and heartbroken. I don't feel that anymore. I feel like I've healed. I feel like in a space where I'm just thankful to be existing and thankful for my people I get to talk to. My music is still a little ratchet. Even the new album I'm working on is going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little bit ghetto. There's a lot of cursing in it. A lot of disrespectful lyrics. But I promise after I finish his next two albums, because it's a double-sided album. One side has 10 songs and the other side has like 25 songs. Once I finish this one, I'm changing my music. I'm shifting it to match the space I'm in right now, in my mental and spiritual space. I'm gonna be. I don't even know what it's gonna sound like, but after I finish this album, I'm hitting a new space musically because my music is very explicit, like super explicit, and I'm ready to evolve. But also I love to like twerk a little bit. I love to twerk, you know? Anyway, people love my music though, so thank you for everyone who supports it. But I hope you guys stick with me when I get to my positivity, or like at least more unique. It's not gonna be like just cheesy positivity. It's gonna be still real, but there's just certain things that I don't need to say, like certain things I don't have to like, that I don't feel anymore. But I want to get the songs out that I've written all these years. I want to get this album out, and then I'm gonna switch it up. I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited for that process. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, I had a cowboy hat on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 8 says, did you get your iPhone 14? I am on it right now. I'm on the iPhone 14 Pro Max right now as we speak. I would show it to you, but I can't because I'm on it. But here's the case for it. Here's the box. iPhone 14. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's everything. I'm taking care of it like it's my baby. The Shepherd Man says, so where are you? Baltimore or somewhere in Texas? I'm in Texas, but the person I was listening to and eavesdropping on today, he's from Baltimore, and he was spilling all kind of tea about his relationship and his life. Holly Joe says, Rock, the doctor said my husband has to totally change his diet, so we're going to need your advice. Oh my goodness. What's the situation he's dealing with? I mean, a plant-based alkaline living is the most healing thing I know. Like, following Dr. Sebi's advice has literally saved my life. I would not be here right now. I would literally be dead without without Dr. Sebi's wisdom. I really would be. And thankfully, I know his son, Dr. Victor Bowman. You can follow him on Instagram. If you want healing, like what I'm eating now isn't, like, besides this, that the amaranth and quinoa, that part is like healing. Everything else, it's like good for you, but it's not like the kind of healingness that you need from the Dr. Sebi's approved list of foods. Like that stuff, it changed my life. In the herbs and the teas, it just gives you the iron and the minerals that your body needs to realkalinize and balance itself out and get rid of the impurities. I'm not a doctor though. I'm just saying. Let's see. True NY says, I love watching you, brother. Thank you so much, True. Anthony Swanson says, hey, Rock. Hey, Anthony. Henry said, did you see Nope? I did see Nope. I was in Nope. And I watched it the day it came out at a matinee. Henry says, I could have went to the premiere, but I had a death in my family and I was really depressed and I couldn't imagine being around people at that time. So, I didn't go to the premiere, but I would have went if I didn't have that death in the family. Henry says, Nope is Jordan Peele's new movie. It's insane. It's so good, y'all. Make sure y'all see it and see if you can find me in it. Miss Virgo says, I'm in like 5 different scenes. So like check out for me when you see me, when you watch it. Miss Virgo says, Ha Rock. Hey Rock. Hey Miss Virgo. Janet says, hello from Maryland. What's up, Maryland? Yes. Holly Joe says, Montel says his innards are swollen. Plant-based is what he needs to do. The diverticulitis. Diverticulitis. I'm saying it wrong, but I know what you're talking about. Spring water, key lime, squeeze into spring water, sea moss, real sea moss, from Honduras or from the Caribbean, like somewhere where there's real sea moss. Not that fake one from Amazon. You gotta really find that good one. Like look into wild crafted sea moss. That's gonna help to hopefully soothe the veins and help with the cleansing the blood. Sarsaparilla root. That you see me drink that before on here. Bolingo Balance, you can find a lot of these things on bolingobalance.com, I believe. Let me make sure that's right, because I know it's Bolingo Balance, but it's BOL, here we go, bolingobalance.com. That's BOLINGO BALANCE.com. So BOLINGO BALANCE.com. Bolingo Balance. Get the stuff from there. Get like all the minerals and the teas from there. You'll be surprised how much it can help. My mom had a few of the teas and she already felt better because of the iron richness that it has in it. So don't sleep on these teas. Follow the wisdom of Dr. Sebi. I'll be happy to advise you any way I can. But remember, I'm not a doctor. I have to say that because I'm on TikTok. I'm not a doctor. All I have is my experience, what I've learned. But Dr. Sebi's son, Victor Bowman, he could be found on Instagram. They have a page on Bolingo Balance on Instagram, and he also has his own page. Now, he goes live a lot too, and if you go live with him, you can ask him questions, and he can give you some major advice that can help you heal, help your husband heal. Santa Luck says, what's grooving, Unc? Hey. Holly Joe says, nope, yep, I'll inbox you questions we have. Okay, perfect. Janet says, it's so nice to have someone who's actually very informative on TikTok. Thank you, very informative. No problem. I really want you guys to do well. Like if I didn't know this information I know, I wouldn't be here. And I'm not even trying to say that to like convince you, because I don't make any money from you guys doing this. Like I don't even own these companies. And Bolingo Balance, I make no money from them. They've gifted me things, but I've never like asked them for money, even though they have the money. They make plenty of money because they sell great products. But they put that money back into the community, and I really support what they do. But I don't have any benefit other than just wanting you guys to live a good life. Don't follow me though when it comes to this. Like, you shouldn't be drinking canned drinks and sodas like this. Even though this is sparkling water, there's still parts of the carbonation that's not really healthy. But I'm still on my journey. Sometimes I go back to things that I really shouldn't be having. So don't think this is like the healthiest thing. This is sparkling water. There's other ingredients in here technically. It says purified carbonated water and natural flavors. Whenever they say natural flavors, it could be all kind of stuff in there. It could be all kind of things. So I'm drinking this now, but that's not what I was drinking when I was getting healed. But this wild rice is what I was eating. The wild rice amaret, oyster mushrooms, sea salt instead of salt. Watch out for that sugar. Angel says, what for dinner, Rock? It was delicious. It's really good, y'all. Chili, vegan chili, homemade cornbread, amaranth and wild rice. Very good. So, all right, I gotta go right now. I gotta talk to my mom some. She's chilling. So I'm gonna go talk to her. But I really enjoyed chatting with you guys. And Holly Joe, make sure your husband really cuts out as much of the dairy and meat products. Anything with cholesterol that's gonna really clog up those veins. So see if he can get a lot of water intake in. And yeah, I hope that he has a good healing. I know that with you by his side, he has a better chance. So Janice says thank you. No problem, Janice. Thank you for being here. All right, you guys. I really appreciate you guys for coming today. I'll be posting this video today, once it's available to be downloaded from TikTok. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Please follow. Go to rockmercury.com. I may have a new surprise coming for you guys for my Rock Mercury and Rockers and Mercuryans. I am working on an app that can be downloaded from your Apple store, Apple or Google store. You'll be able to have the Rock Mercury app on your phone. So I'm working on it right now. Just stay tuned. But thank you so much, you guys, for being here. Rita, thank you so much, Rita. You know I love you, Rita. Thank you so much for being here. I love you, Holly Joe. Holly Joe, please keep your husband on it, because I know sometimes men can be a little stubborn when it comes to eating healthier. So please keep an eye on your husband, and make sure he's staying hydrated, especially in this kind of time where where the doctor's like, you better change your diet now. You know, you want to keep him around, so stay as aware as you can with that situation. Rita says, love you more. Oh, thank you, Rita. Oh, Holly Joe says, I will. He is totally my world. I feel you. And so just keep him safe. And in the meantime, just be studying anything Dr. Sebi talks about. You don't have to take everything he says, but just to know it and to understand. He really has a lot of great lectures online on YouTube. Find the ones where he's actually speaking himself. You know, it's some really good stuff on there. So I'm glad that you're going to be leading him towards health. Angel says, I'm in Florida, bad connection, lots of rain. Oh my God, Angel, please stay safe in Florida. All my Floridians, please stay safe out there. I know it's a hurricane coming through. I wish you guys all health and that you guys make it through this. The hurricanes are no joke. Please, I hope you guys are stocked up on food and everything you guys need. It's a lot. These hurricanes, I've lived through multiple hurricanes, and they are terrifying. They're terrifying, and I really hope that you're going to be okay through this. Jacqueline says, hey, my handsome Rock, how are you? I'm doing great, Jacqueline. So good to see you. I'm going to jump off of here, but thank you so much for coming through. Angel says, thank you, Rock. Thank you, Angel. I just please stay safe and stay away from windows, because things be flying in hurricanes. Things be flying through windows, so hope you're in a safe space. If you have to escape, go. Just leave whatever you have to leave. Just go, because your things are not worth more than your life. So hurricanes are no joke at all. So thank you so much, you guys. Rock on, Mercuryans. See you guys soon. Bye.